Eala Iva Jovic bow out in ASB Classic Doubles Semis versus veteran Chinese duo. Eala and Iva Jovic come up short in the ASB Classic Doubles semifinals after falling to the veteran Chinese duo of Su Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian. Eala and Iva Jovic saw their impressive doubles run in the 2026 ASB Classic come to a halt on Friday, January 9th, bowing to the seasoned Chinese pairing of Su Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian in the semifinals, 5-7, 3-6, in Auckland, New Zealand. The Filipino-American duo showed early promise in both sets, trading blows with the third-seeded tandem before the Chinese veterans leaned on their experience to take control of the match's crucial moments. Eala and Jovic kept the opening set tight and competitive, but Su and Yang proved steadier down the stretch to edge out a 7-5 win. The pattern repeated in the second frame, where Eala and Jovic surged ahead 3-1, only to see the momentum swing sharply. From there, Su Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian reeled off 5 straight games, turning the tide with sharp net play and well-timed returns to close out the match and book a spot in the finals, where they will face Guohanyu and Kristina Mladenovic. Despite the doubles exit, the ASB Classic campaign is far from over for both players. Eala remains alive in the singles draw and is set for a semifinal clash against 7th seed Wang Xian, while Jovic shifts focus to her own singles test against top seed Elina Svitolina. Both singles matches are scheduled for Saturday, January 10th. Kiko Demigillo's journey in sports storytelling began with a deep passion for games and athletes, which eventually grew into a full-fledged career. Now a dedicated sports writer, Kiko covers a wide range of beats for one sports, including the PVL, UAP, PBA, and various international tournaments. Sparkles rising sparks in Auckland, the grit and glow of Eala and Iva Jovic at the 2026 ASB Classic sparkles. In the crisp summer air of Auckland, New Zealand, at the iconic ASB Classic, a story unfolded that felt like sports poetry, young hearts racing on hard courts, dreams swinging with every forehand, and the beautiful clash of youth versus experience. At the center of this narrative were two rising tennis talents, Alexandra Eala, the Filipino-American phenom with a fiery serve and indomitable spirit, and Iva Jovic, the agile, strategic American teenager whose partnership with Eala sparked imagination across tennis circles. Their doubles journey at the 2026 ASB Classic was not just a series of match results. It was a vibrant saga of courage, surprise, and the beauty of growth under pressure. Cyclone, a campaign that sizzled from the start. From the moment Eala and Jovic stepped onto the ASB Classic doubles draw, observers, especially fans in the Philippines and beyond, sensed something electric. Seated outside the spotlight but armed with hunger and skill, the tandem made headlines early on with a stunning upset over a legend and a former Grand Slam force, taking down Venus Williams and Elina Svitolina in the first round. The scoreline read 7-6, 9-7, 6-1, but that barely captured the energy of the match. Resilient returns, daring net play, and a youthful spark that forced seasoned champions into uncharacteristic errors. In beating Williams, a titan of the sport, and Svitolina, a top-flight competitor and longtime stalwart of the circuit, Eala and Jovic didn't just win a match. They announced their arrival. It was a moment where generations collided, fresh explosive power meeting masterful calm, and on that day, youth prevailed. Their round of 16 journey gained additional momentum when they advanced by walkover in the quarterfinals, a brief yet welcome rest between matches. This set the stage for an intense semifinal clash against a veteran Chinese duo that awaited them with decades of collective experience. Brain the semifinal, youth meets wisdom. On January 9, 2026, under the clear skies of Auckland's Tennis Center, Eala and Jovic faced the formidable Su Yifan and Yang Zhaoxian, a pair whose steadiness, sharp court IQ, and tactical doubles mastery had become their trademarks. The visitors brought a sense of calm urgency, measured serves, crisp volleys, and a deep understanding of momentum swings. The match was a study in contrast. Tennis first set, thrill and tight edges. Eala and Jovic seized an early opportunity, racing to a 5-4 lead through aggressive plays and fearless baseline strikes. They looked ready to pounce, psyched up by the win over Williams and Svitolina just days earlier. Yet in tennis, as in life, momentum can turn in a heartbeat. Su and Yang recalibrated, leaning into their experience to win 3 straight games, capturing the set 7-5. It was a punch of reality. When the pressure rose, the veterans' consistency won crucial points. Direct hit second set, fight until the end. Rather than wilt, Eala and Jovic continued with fire. They stormed out to a 3-1 lead, hinting that the tide might yet turn again. But again, the Chinese duo's strategic poise told. 5 straight games, edged with clinical net play and ruthless precision, sealed the set 6-3 and sent the pair into the championship match. The final scoreboard, 7-5, 6-3, told a story of promising promise tempered by the wisdom of seasoned professionals. But the numbers alone hardly captured the drama, heart, and daring of the young pair's performance. Collision more than just a loss, a statement of arrival. For many players, falling short in a semi-final can feel like a bitter end. But for Eala and Jovic, this was a defining moment, one that demonstrated their ability to compete at the highest tiers of a WTA 250 event. Glowing star why this matters. Bold upsets. Defeating veteran Grand Slam champions in doubles wasn't just an upset, it was a statement of intent, signaling that the young duo can challenge legacy and reputation with skill and belief. Pressure performance. Eala and Jovic handled close situations with poise. Whether that's saving set points or crafting sharp angles at the net, they showed nerves of steel. Experience as teacher. Matches against seasoned players like Su and Yang are classrooms in action. Every rally, swing, and volley expanded Eala and Jovic's tactical understanding, resilience, and psychological strength, building blocks for future finals runs. Seedling growth in the singles arena too. While the doubles exit could have overshadowed other pursuits, both players still had singles ambitions alive at the Classic. Eala had already booked her singles semi-final spot after a commanding win over Magda Linette earlier that same day, showcasing her rising singles prowess and hunger for deeper runs. Iva Jovic, too, had her eyes set on more in singles, ready to challenge top-seeded Alina Svitolina in Auckland. Their journey, especially for Eala, was not merely about doubles success. It was about building a legacy in both singles and doubles, reminding fans that the full story of their ASB Classic campaign still had chapters waiting to be written. Studio microphone. The human element. Dreams, sweat, and larger narratives. Dizzy Alex Eala, a rising Filipino star. Alex Eala's rise in professional tennis has been marked by firsts and breakthroughs, from being a trailblazer for Filipino athletes in global tennis to setting personal records and lifting dreams of a nation teeming with pride. Her glow in Auckland is not just athletic, it's symbolic, a young athlete carrying a fusion of heritage, grit, and global ambition onto every surface she steps on.